this is Charlie from Charlie's Awesome World of Adventures, and welcome to the third day of the 12 reviews of Christmas. Today, we're going to review Netflix and Adam Sandler's newest animated feature, Leo. It's about a 74-year-old Leo who lives in a 5th grade elementary school classroom with his turtle friend Squirtle on one of the parent teacher meetings. One of the parents say that Leo is getting old and that Lizard's died at 75. So in order to spend the rest of his life, Leo tries to break egg free. Even the students are told to bring a class pet home every week, and however, this also does leave to be a tough problem for Leo, as he reveals he can talk to the students and ends up giving them advice. Now Leo must decide if he wants to break egg free, or help the students. Honestly, I wasn't really sure what to expect when I first heard this film or saw the trailers. I wouldn't deny that Adam Sandler is a good actor. He really is, and apparently he is a nice guy in real life. However, with some of his recent comedies, these ones are not bad. They are ones that critics don't think that highly of, especially with some of his animated works. Sure, the Fast 3 Hotel Transylvania films he starred in were really good, and I can't come on the fourth because he wasn't in that one, but he also was in a little animated film called 8 Crazy Nights, which I haven't seen, but from the clips, I don't think I'll be seeing it anytime soon. However, recently, Andler's performances have not only been getting good praise, but his films he starred in have actually got good praise as well. Oh, a good example I'd say before this one would be another film we released this year with Netflix. With You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. But while I wouldn't say it's a great movie, I was surprised to find it as an enjoyable film, and I will definitely talk about it later, do a review on it later. Anyways, with this film, after watching I surprisingly really liked it. I mean, I've already watched this film 3 times, so I think that's a sign to tell you that I had a really good time with this one. So let's start with the characters. I'll say right now that they are the strongest part of the film. Not only do they have elden development, but they are charming and likable, as well as having a great voice cast to deliver an amazing performance, including Adam Sandler as the title character himself, and Bill Burr as Squirtle. They were both amazing in this. Let's start with the 74-year-old lizard himself, Elf Leo. After finding out he doesn't have that many years to live, if he is willing to do the most he can, and with his life, and what he does, tries to escape the kid its home, he does find joy in giving them advice about out their problems and helping them to be better people. Leo is probably one of the most charming characters in a film. In a way, his heart is much bigger than his voice, and even though he'll have to lie to every student, to tell them that he's special, it does show that he does care for every single one of them, and how he wants to make their lives much better. Besides him, there is his turtle friend Squirtle, the pet's mystic mother, who who becomes jealous of all the attention that Leo gets from the kids. It's when the two are together, they offer some of the best moments of the film, and where they offer for highly entertaining humour, and scenes that can go to hilarious levels. As for the kids themselves, they are an interesting bunch. In a way, they do have the typical cliches that you'd find in movies like this. Like Summer, the talkative kid, that well, obvious that people don't like her. Eli, like the young allergy boy who has to deal with overprotective parents and a drone. Jada, the opposite, a kid who has to learn that she's not that great. Hey, Mia, you have the young science girl who's dealing with divorced parents, and Anthony, the bully that's been held back and feels insecure about himself. However, the film uses those archetypes as a way to express their problem to Leo, in order for them to be better people. And I'm pretty sure that there are any young audience who that watch this film that can easily relate to these kids. And then there's Miss Malkin, a substitute teacher that only relies on discipline and to teach the kids. I might be the one that needs Leo's help the most. She does. Well, some could say that she's the antagonist of the film. When it goes into her backstory, it is understandable why she does have these efforts that she puts on these students. And while she doesn't want to admit it, she does actually have a little care for them that she wants to keep secret. But next there are the songs. I'll say no. Now that I was interested by the idea of this movie being a musical, I was intrigued to see what they did. And I'll say that the songs are pretty good. I wouldn't say they're the best parts of the film, but I'll say they're solid on their own. I will admit that there are a couple of songs that can be forgettable. Like, they can be enjoyable, but they're not the most memorable ones. And like with last year, yeah, and when I was 10, they are good songs, but probably not the ones and I'll remember. But however, well, what I consider to be either visual highlights here are when Leo's giving his advice to the kids. Those are where songs like the talking song, Dear Drone, Not That Great, Don't Cry, and Happy have more of a feel to them, and can be even more enjoyable. Or they are very well done, and there's also another song that I say is really good, and that is Liz's Lament, which goes into Leo's part. Well, not really, but explains everything that Leo's not done and in his life. I wouldn't say that these songs are the best songs, and I probably won't remember all of them, but they are charming and really well done. Next, there's the story. One of the biggest surprises of this film. On the surface, this does seem like a typical simple story, where Leo is set to teach these kids lessons that they need to learn. And as well as also using a bit of the lie reveal trope, and Leo has to lie to every single one of the kids. Yeah, it can be dull and quite predictable. But however, for its simplicity is also one of the film's biggest strengths. And in a way, I'd say this right now, this is a really relatable movie. The kids already have great personalities that the younger viewers can and easy to relate to. But I'll say anyway now. It does as well. I'm making some of the other characters just relatable, but as they deal with struggles that many would face, like Leo has room to act his fate and wonder what he's gonna do with his little time left on that. In a way, it makes this film surprisingly heartwarming. But wait, I know that many people will get into this, and I will admit it did be a kind of emotional. Not my second viewing. Wink. Or also, as an Sandler comedy, the humor takes a high priority here. And all I can say from my experience is that this movie is absolutely hilarious. Whether it's simple lines in the songs that can be fun, and also some of the visual moments. The humour is one of the strongest parts. Well, I was surprised to find myself laughing throughout most of the picture, and find myself to be really invested. And then there is the animation, which is, believe it or not, I found to be the weakest aspect of this film. I know, I was expecting the weakest aspect to be the story as well. Believe me, I was. It's not to say that the animation is bad. It is okay. But keep in mind that this is animation coming from Animal Logic. And compared to some of their recent films, like DC League of Super Pets and The Magician's Elephant, it is some of their weakest animation. I'll start with the designs, as they are my biggest problem. This isn't to go over the animals. Every single animal in this film looks really well done. And have some believable textures to make us believe that these look like real animals. But when it comes to the humans, they have this weird texture and rendering to them, and that can sometimes make a few of them unsettling. And there are these kindergarten artists that feel quite out of place in this film, and a little freaky. I do like the idea of them being little balls of chaos, but I think they would have done better with that. Also, sometimes the movements can be a bit too over the top. Again, I see why this works for the kindergartners. And I think it works amazingly with some of the animals, especially with Leo when he's trying to make his breakaways. Ace for the kids. It's however, I would not say that this film has great movement, as some of the characters feel very stiff when they move. However, while I wouldn't say that this is a visual masterpiece, there are a couple of things that I'd say it would be done very well. Most namely, the backgrounds. Sure, this is very simple, but with some of the places, they are well designed. I like the classroom, some of the students' homes, all the Everglades that is shown in the third act. And they do have well done textures to them, which I'll say can be environments that are nice to look at. Also, while it doesn't really do much visually, there are a few things that I'll say that the visuals do enhance. This is especially the case with a couple of the musical numbers, where they can be the visual highlights of the feature. They make songs like Dear Andrew, Unhappy When I Was 10, and a little bit more memorable with with all the different things that happen around them. So overall, I would go and say that this is one of the best films you'll find on Netflix. you'll agree that this is one of Adam Sandler's best animated films. Leo is a highly charming and relatable animated feature, which I'm sure that many people would relate to. I wouldn't go call this a masterpiece, as it does have some pretty weak animation. Should add a couple of songs that can be forgettable, but with a highly engaging story, or memorable characters, to charming songs, some great humor, and a good heart, as well as some really good songs as well. It easily turns Leo into one of the most heartwarming and relatable films you can find on Netflix. I wouldn't call all this a must watch, but I would definitely recommend it, and just to I'll go on through that final years of school, particularly like primary or secondary, or in the US, elementary school, middle school. Those are the ones that will definitely relate to this. But I also think the older crowd will get something out of this, especially with Leo's personality. Is this Netflix's best film? I wouldn't go that far. But with how charming it is, I can definitely say it's one of the more heartwarming and relatable ones. And that's why I'm giving this one a solid 8 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!